This is the typical reaction when somebody first comes to visit and see my train layout.
I can't believe it.
Well, I'm getting her done. Got this ballast all the way up to here. So just that little short section, I'll be able to tie it into the main line. Here's my latest addition. Glue's still drying, but got all the grass and the weeds and stuff along this area. All right, I figured it's time for a little bit of an update since I got the viaduct done. As you know, I got all this finished underneath, but on top is the advances. Starting to get some of the work done up here. I have several buildings in place, and they're all lighted right now, or at least these first four are. And you can see them. These are all lighted. And then I got the ballast and some of the road work in behind them. Up to the bridge, you can see some of the scenicking material back there that's been put in. And then eventually I'm going to put the movie theater here and the hardware store here. These are all going to go pretty much right where you see them. I got to get the board underneath painted gray so it looks like sidewalk. And then I got the rest of the street lights. There'll be, I think, a total of 10 along this area. This will be more town, more streets are going to go down that way. And then you can see that much of that's pretty much finished back in there. Trying to finish the back as I go. This still has some work to be done on the rock face and all that, but that's a start. Anyway, I've gotten this area starting to get some scenicking done here. Got the road and the ballast all the way done, all the way up through here. And I got the ground foam and that. You can see the glue's still wet. But I'm getting this area pretty well finished up. It looking good. And then it goes on around. I got the ballast in all the way up to that switch up there, so I can get this area scenic. So the next thing will be probably just bring the mountain wall or the elevated track wall, get that finished so I can finish some of this area up here. Getting a little bit of texture, a little better this time around, what I've been trying to do. So I think this is going to come up and color pretty nice once I get her done. All right, I got the foundations for all the buildings and the sidewalks in. So what I got left to do is get the street right here paved up to this point. I got room for 1 or 2 more buildings. I'm going to put this here. This is the layout where all the buildings are going to be. And these 4 are already powered up. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 street lights in. And I got more on order. Right, I've added some color to the wall. I'm not done yet. This is just the first coat. I got to change the shades and space it out, but so there's what I got so far. Okay, here's all of the different buildings and their names. Well, I got the video going and I got the ballast on that upper outer track done. And then you come down here and I got the gravel spread out so I can get the rest of the asphalt in. That'll go up to here. Got that little section of road done in there. Then I decided to print some railing up to put along the viaduct here. So these are 3D printed. Just a little fence to keep people from falling over. And I got the street asphalted, as you can see. Goes all the way down now. It's complete. Just a little touch up here and there. Here they all are with the lights off.
You're at 800 subscribers.
That's actually
February
930 something now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
So that's just 2 months ago, or a little over 2 months ago.
yeah.
So anyway, what I've been working on is this area here now. I got this pretty much. It's not done, but I got to wire the lights. But from there to the corner is kind of decorated.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then I'll turn all the lights on everything so you can see all that because you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So let's start this way since we're here. I've been working on this area about what, Ken, was it been a month ago?
Yep.
I was standing here because this used to be all open track, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, you know, I don't have enough room for really a town sitting right on this little strip. So if I put a viaduct over this and covered it, because these are useless anyway, they just go down underneath.
Yeah. This
So Ken 3D printed all these arches,
Nice. Yeah.
and we had to put some extensions because you see they got longer.
Yeah.
And then I said, let's just cover this whole thing, and that way I can bring the town out.
Yeah.
So now we got the whole town.
You got everything.
So, and then, so I built this, put a sheet of plywood, put a sheet of foam over here, and made this the town. And then I just painted from here down. That's all fresh, so I don't. It's probably dry now, but this is the asphalted road. So let me turn on the power here.
You got it on your phone.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Okay. So there's a control panel right here that's got little push buttons on it. And if you start at the end, you can see you can turn on the lights to all these buildings.
That's sweet.
That I got a hardware, not a hardware, it's an appliance service center coming right here. It's kind of wide and long. It's going to go there, and then I'll get these two wired up. And then I got street lights here. They're not wired up yet. They're just hanging. But I ran out. I only had 5, so I ordered 10 more.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to put one about on every corner of every building,
Yeah, that's
all the way around. So they'll get lit, and they'll be on one of the buttons. And then there's a second button strip down here for their different power. These are 4.5 volts. Those are 14 volts. So you got where's that here? You got Sinclair gas station, Arby's, the tavern, and then Halls of Handsome barbershop.
Nice.
So I kind of put him on his own little corner. I'm going to put some parking spots back here for the cars.
Yeah.
I'm going to put parking back here for the gas station for all their fixed cars. And then I'm going to put slanted parking here for all the drunks to come to the tavern.
Oh, there you go.
And then, here, take a look at this. Look at it close. What's it look like?
3D printed?
Yeah, but what's
Yeah.
it look at? Look at the other side. Those
It's
look
like a
track.
railroad track.
Yeah, it's
but you're
HO.
using it for the...
It's HO plastic 3D printed track.
Nice.
But I notched it and made it into fence for along here.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I figured it fits perfect.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is going to get scenic all the way. This is going to get a wall to go all the way to this. And then this will have down to the edge all the way around. It's kind of a clear cliff, and then this will angle down more gradual.
Mm-hmm.
But this will all be closed in.
Sweet.
So that's kind of what that is. So these are just sitting here. I don't even have it fastened in.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been working this area. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't.